What's up, guys? It's Brian here, and today I am bringing you kind of a split video between a behind-the-scenes video as well as a mock video. Now, let me explain what I'm doing here. This is the set that I used in Beta Squad Order 66 Part 2, and will be using in Part 3 for the Darth Vader Star Destroyer hallway scene, whatever it is. I don't exactly know where it's going to be. Somewhere in the Empire, his Imperial office with the bridge and everything. And you see the paper here, but that is actually indeed part of the actual set. But anyway, so I'd show this fully in the behind-the-scenes video. However, I wanted to do a separate video on it showing you exactly how I made it and exactly all the details of it. And I want to dedicate one video to it, basically. I talk about it in the behind-the-scenes, but I'm very proud of this set. This is probably what I consider to be the best set that I've ever made for an animation. So I wanted to show it off as like a separate mock video almost, even though it's not technically a mock. It's still very much an animation set, and I'll show you what I mean. First of all, you see the paper. Obviously, you don't put construction paper in mocks. Now, this isn't going to be great to see from this kind of angle, so first, I'm going to, in just a second, I'm going to unhook the camera for a second and give you a little aerial view of the inside. All of the walls, except for this back wall, do actually remove. So, here's a little doorway entrance. It's very simple because, again, with animations, you don't want to leave the floor. You want to have too many details on the floor so the commandos and the characters can walk. I have the bridge going across all the way to the end. There's a little bit of space over there. I'll swing it around in a minute. And then I have some officers working down in the little lower part, as well as some crates and some paneling, as well as the windows on either side that create this cool little effect, and all the detailing back here. So, I am going to first show you how all the walls remove. Now, like I've said before, when making animations, it's very important that your set is able to be tampered with while you're filming on the spot. So, when I first made Ord Mantell, the Battle of Ord Mantell 1, the walls weren't removable and it was a disaster to film it. I corrected that very quickly. Ord Mantell 2 and forward, I used removable walls. So I do that as much as I possibly can. This back wall, again, is not removable, and I'll show you why in a second. But if we swing around to this side, there's the door back there. Don't really need anything else back there, just needs the appearance of a door. So, even though this has 4 walls, technically, there are 5 removable walls, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. I unhinge these little pieces from up here and here, as well as this one back in the corner. To get a shot from in there, I take down these 2 little sections of wall. So this is that back corner right there, and it's the same on the other side as well. And it uses those little sloping bricks, regular bricks, slope bricks, what are they called, modified bricks, and then some cool black accents that go around the top. And this one is just a bunch of windows that have been blacked out by the, oh, hello, and you can see me in the reflection of the window. That was a challenge I had when animating, was because I had to keep my face out of the reflection. So anyway, there's the window, some cool little reflections on there, kept the black accent going along the top, and there you can see all of the attachment points in there. So, in the past, my removable walls were just all stuck on the studs themselves, but in this particular set, I wanted to do kind of what LEGO does when they have removable roofs, and have just a few different studs be the actual attachment points. So for this one, those are my attachment points with some tiles underneath it, and it comes off very easily. Over here, actually, there's only one little strip of attachment points, even though there's 2 down here. And it goes on the front section of those 2. So, like, if I were to try to come under, you can see kind of there's another layer down there. I don't know how well you can see that. Basically, it's attached to the front studs, like the ones that you see on the bottom right now. That's where it's attaching down there. And basically, when designing this bridge, I built it 3 bricks high. So I used, on the inside, you can actually see them better over there, I used the sloping bricks that go up 3 to have this bottom section. I also forgot to mention, the entire thing is built on 6 16 by 16 plates. So technically, it's like 1.5 green base plates. So this is actually a pretty big set. I don't know how big it looks on screen, but it's actually pretty big, and it's pretty heavy, too. I got a lot of detailing on like the inside down there that's holding up all the supports. And then the section over here where the commandos are, that is total half a green base plate, so it's just 2 more of these plates. Basically, I have a ton of these 16 by 16 plates from the Jakku mock. So I've been putting them to very good use on various animation sets. So, coming back in down to here to get some more of those details, I have 3 crates on either side, and they're actually being held in by studs because that's a custom crate design that I forget the original designer of it. It could be Commander CG47, I think. But it's this crate design. I have a whole bunch of them. With a stud on the bottom that you can attach, and basically it's like a bracket with some kind of colored tile. I put a tile here, but you can put any color plate you want, and then you see how that's built up. There's just a brick under there with a plate, and that's the way that those crates are built. And when the Jakku mock was a thing, I built a ton of these. So I have a lot of them that I scatter about in my animations. You've probably seen them everywhere. If you look hard enough, they're in almost every setting that I've used in my various animations. So coming down to here, you can see some of the computer designs going along. It's the same on both sides exactly. This officer is just an Imperial officer with a clone face. I figured that would make some sense for this particular animation, as well as this one has the clone face with the comlink. I figured that's a cool thing to add in there as well. And then you can see the paneling that goes down the side as well, using a bunch of hinge pieces and all the printed pieces that I had bought for Jakku. Jakku was like the best mock I ever did because I have so many new pieces because of it. The bridge over here and these windows are actually even more reflective than the first ones. If you look in Order 66 Part 2, you can see me in almost every shot. It's kind of insane. But I have all these windows going down this way. These are actually trans black that I had got from a Lego City set from a long time ago. And some more detailing going up. But these, again, are not removable because I just couldn't figure out a way to do it. And they just look better this way. So the bridge, he has some room up here to walk with some black plates over there to walk around on. The bridge section is, what is that? 6 studs long. And then it branches out with these 2 wing pieces to go over to the main area where Vader talks to the commandos. Over here along the top, that trim continues all the way along this top section over here. Stops about here, and then the design kind of changes. These little stickers over here are actually from a droid tri-fighter from 2005. They have an Imperial insignia up there, which is from an old TIE fighter. And obviously this back wall is also removable with a little attachment point up here. And then I can take this off, which is attached again with only a few different attachment points to make it a little easier for me. And then the door, literally just this. I have a stud down there indicating for me exactly where I need that door piece to go. But that way I can get all the shots that I need if I lowered my camera and pointed it at Darth Vader. I get all the shots like that. So when you see any shot of like Darth Vader like that, or even of the commandos coming from this way or the other way, you know that I removed those walls. Let's see, what else do I want to show? Oh, just a couple other custom figures that are over here. Let's see. This is actually one of those other alternate style clone heads. I don't think you see him in the animation at all, but he's pretty cool. And then this guy, he's just an Imperial officer with that same head you saw on the other guy. And again, the designs for the entire, what do you call it? Down area? I don't know, the dugout, I guess. I'm in baseball mode. Are the same on either side. So that is pretty much the entirety of the mock, I guess you could say, the set. But I also want to show you underneath, there's some cool skeletal work going on under there. I don't know whether you can see it. But it's basically kind of filled in randomly just to get to 3 bricks high. I used a bunch of different bricks to get myself up there. All along the edge you see, these are actually 4x4 plates that I use to just get like the attachment together so that all the plates can attach together, and then it stands up very nicely on itself right there. So I wanted to do this separate little showcase video, again, just to show you this set. This is a set that I'm actually really proud of. I'm very happy with how this came out, and I'm happy with how it looks in part 2. I can actually say that now, because when I'm filming the behind-the-scenes stuff, I obviously filmed the behind-the-scenes video a long time ago, and in that video, I'm like, I don't know if it's going to come out good, you've seen it already, blah, blah, blah. But now you'll see that, and you'll see how things have changed. Also, one last thing, I want to show you David's outfit, his little hiding outfit. That's a torso from the Battlefront Battle Pack from a long time ago, and those are actually, I believe, Admiral Akbar from Force Awakens legs. So that's pretty simple. If you want to see the Imperial Commandos, there's a separate video about that. And yes, I did use old Darth Vader helmet. I just like it better. I think it looks a lot more intimidating. So another just quick little answer to that question that you might have had. So there it is. That is the little hangar where all of the drama takes place. And in part 3, Obviously, one of the first scenes is this scene picks up right where the To Be Continued left off. This conversation keeps on going, and you will see just what happens when Part 3 comes out. I'm going to be filming this scene this week. Actually, by the time this video comes out, I've probably already finished and possibly even destroyed this setting, because I don't know when this video is coming out, but I'm working on filming this as soon as I possibly can. So that's going to just about do it for this little showcase video, guys, / behind the scenes. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, leave me a comment down below, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Part 3 is coming soon. So thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.